Hello everyone, greetings from Qualis. I am Ashutosh. Will drive you on how we can automate mainframe interface using Worksoft Certify. Going forward, we'll talk about the supported emulators for mainframe interface, then the configuration of emulator with Worksoft Certify in order to work with mainframe interface, and at the end, I'll show you how to create a automation script for mainframe interface using Worksoft Certify. Here are few supported emulators for mainframe LT interface like IBM Aviva, IBM Personal Communications, Rocket Blue Zone, Jolly Gent software. The emulator which I am working with is IBM Personal Communication version 13.0. To work with emulator, you have to purchase the license, but for this emulator, you will get free trial of 1 month. To automate mainframe, I am using a solution provided by Worksoft that is Certify version 12.0.2112.52. So now talking about the configuration part, before starting the emulator, first we have to run the tk for mbs batch file in the background. Then we have to go to the Worksoft Certify. There we have to configure the screen calibration for mainframe LT interface so that it will help us to use the live touch to identify the object and create process steps. Before starting the emulator, first we have to run the tk4 mbs batch file in the background. So you can see it is running. Okay, now I'll minimize it. Let's open the emulator and check whether it is working or not. So in the beginning, you have to create a new session. As I already created a session, I'll just start it. It will take some time to load. Let's wait for that. Oh, great. It is working fine. And now we can automate it. In Certify, we have a cool feature that is Certify Live Touch. Using Live Touch, you can able to learn objects while adding steps to your process and save the object to specific application version. Before using Live Touch, you have to configure the interface. For that, you have to go to Configure, Interface and Mainframe LT. One pop-up will appear that is screen calibration. You have to click on Start. So it will lead you to the emulator. Here you can see your username has an input field. To identify it as an input field, manually you have to set the grid. After setting the grid, click on Show Field to check whether it is identified the input field properly or not. As you can see, it is identifying the object properly. Now you have to save and close the pop-up. Now let's see how to create process steps using Live Touch. Right click, create a new process, give a process name. Now go to steps, right click, click on insert steps below using Live Touch. The Certify Live Touch pop-up will appear. Then enable the interface. Now start. Click on the object you want to learn. Now save and close. As you can see, the process steps got created. Now go to the parameter and enter the value which you want to pass on the input field. Now save it. I have created a demo end-to-end automation script using LiveTouch in mainframe interface. In process editor window, you can see the application version window, the object you learned inside that window, and the action you are performing on that object. So in any test automation scenario, we need to minimize the hard-coded value to keep our script as dynamic as possible. We use variable for it and store the values in record set. This is a data container which is used to store the values which are used during execution of our script. Now I'll execute the script and show you how it works. To execute, click on Run. The configuration window will appear, and here I kept the step delay as 1 second because the execution is too fast. Now click on Start. This is the execution window. Now we'll run the script. First, it will open the emulator. So here it is taking the data from record set and inputting them into the input fields. So before further execution, let me resize the window and run the script. So as you can see, even after resizing the window, the script is working fine and it's very easy to interact with any objects. So the process is done. Now it will close the emulator. This is result viewer window. After process execution, the result viewer shows a log of the execution results. So you can expand each level of the hierarchy and view information about the executed process. Hope this session has helped you understand working with mainframe interface using Worksoft Certify. Thank you.